Life is nothing without you. So we've got 1 minute to start. And like I just said, how many persons have done the assignments? I can see it's on the Figma file like everybody else can. And so today, like I said, we're just going to touch the last part of what is it called? Of the last part of color. There's a part I said I wanted to. There's a part I wanted to. There's something I wanted to show you. So I'm just going to touch that. Then would continue into Autolayout. Righty. Oh, we're still 14. So should we start or we should wait for others? Because I know we actually used to do big numbers. Hmm? Nobody's saying anything.
Since you say you have a meeting and this is 7:42, I don't know how long we can wait, but we could wait. But that's the time we could wait for them should be determined by us.
It seems my meeting is even getting cancelled because the person I'm having a meeting with is already sending me a message. So,
Okay, then let's start then. Since the video is recorded and you can see it on the video on the YouTube.
yeah, we're actually streaming already. Actually streaming already.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a question.
All right.
When we make the grid style, by that time, the type of the grid, when to select a stretch or center or like this.
I'm sorry, just give me a minute. So what are you saying? Saying you were asking a question.
Yes, yes. When we make the grid style, na sir, during making the grid style,
The grid. Are you talking about the grid?
yes,
Okay.
grid.
Yeah.
Uh, and then we have a type of grid. It's right, left, center, and space. These four type of grid.
Yeah. So we are doing. So I already said in grids, what we need to follow most times is actually the column. So it is your margin that determine maybe it's left or right. Then your gutter determine the space between your center. Does that answer the question?
Yes.
All right. I think we can start now. So, um, how we are doing today? Just give me a thumbs up in the comments. Um, just give me a thumbs up in the chat. Right, Nadia, how are you doing? I think you were not able to join some of the sessions. Is Nadia here? Are you okay? You're raising up your hand, Nadia. Do you want to say something? Okay, all right. So, like I said yesterday, I'll just complete what I said on colors. If anybody have any questions, so I think basically everybody, not everybody have submitted his assignment. Uh, Now look at this person. I don't know how this person created without putting it in a folder like I explained. So whoever this is, come and fix it. I think everybody's catching up gradually. So I mentioned that, hey, who can I give? Who can I give? This thing keep distracting me. I think I'll do that from tomorrow. So I mentioned that I wanted to show you how to create um colors, color variation. I think I used one as a sample. Where is it? I thought I brought it here. Did I not? I thought I brought it here. Okay. So when you have your color variation, let me see. Okay, so something like this. How you create something like this? How you create something like this? Your color variation. Um. So I'm going to show you how to do it, because this actually also determines how you handle your color style. Because sometimes you might not want to, when you're working on a project, your color variation is actually very, very important. That's why you see sometimes we create um color styles like this also, so you can be able to get your um both the darker shade of that same color, and also the lighter shade of that same color. So I used one project I was doing yesterday, for instance, for an example. You can see that this color is what is it called, is the primary color. You understand? But this also is also the primary color, but it's just the lighter shade of the primary color. There's no how you will not need it, especially when you are doing something like this. You understand? Or you have your let me show you one project also as an example. We used to use it as a background for icons sometimes. For instance, the background color of this mobile is actually not white. It's actually the lighter shade of this color variation. So for instance, you can look at this. This is the darker shade, and this is the lighter shade. You get, so it's actually very, very important when you are designing. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you two ways. I'm going to show you the normal. It's not normal way. Everything is normal. I want to show you how to do it, and I'm going to show you how you can do it with shortcuts. When I mean shortcuts, use a plugin to do it, or just generate it from somewhere. So like I said, I'll show you how to do it. So if they say do it, it's not that you just go and open plugin and it generates. No, I will show you how to do it yourself, and I'll show you how to do it with a plugin or from a particular platform. Very simple. So you guys should just follow. So let's work with this color shades. You understand? Let's work with this color shade, right? So these are primary color, right? These are primary color. These are primary color. I'm going to show you how I do mine. My industry standard though. This is our primary color. Let me just drag it down here. So this is our primary color, right? Can we all see? So we're going to duplicate this into 9 places. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You understand? So this is in 9 places. Let me just. So this is in 9 places, right? This is in 9 places. You create 9 of this. So like from light shade to the dark shade. Then you pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one in the middle. So the one in the middle is like your 500. So it's like from 100 to 900. So it's like from 100 to 900. So if it's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. So this is your 500. You pick this. Now to the right, which might be your left, is the darkest. Then this is to the brightest. Do you understand? So it's like from from light to dark. So we're going to pick this 500, which is like the main primary color. Do you understand? Which is like the main primary color. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, to create the light shade, right? To create the light shade, you have to follow attentively now. To create the light shade, so let's pick this one, the one behind. You come to your color, where is this place? Where it says fill, this place. You click on it. Now, normally, it will be on RGB. Do you understand? It will be on RGB, but you change it to HSB. You change it to HSB. Now, this is your brightness, and this is your saturation. This is your brightness, and this is your saturation. You understand? This is your brightness and your saturation. Now, to the lighter shade, moving to the lighter shade, you are going to work on your saturation. Then moving to the darker shade, you work on your brightness. Don't forget, to the lighter shade is your saturation, to the darker shade is your brightness. So what am I going to do? For the first one, we're going to reduce whatever figure that you're seeing here, 88. Whatever figure that you're seeing here, you're going to subtract it by 20. So that would be 88 minus 20. That gives us 66. You can see there's a difference, right? There's a difference, right? Let me just create a section for this. So, because, all right, yes, wrap in new section. So you can see it audibly. Let's change that to a very bright color. All right. So, Maya, take your mouse off that place. Don't distract me. So, this is where we are. Can you see? Minus 20. So you do that to the next one. That's also 68. That's 68, right? So 68 minus 20. That's 68 minus 20. That's 48. Then take the next one. Then you say 48 minus 20. Then take it to the next one. Then you say this is 48 minus 20, right? That's 28. This is also supposed to be 48. So this one will be 28 minus 20. So this one will be 28 minus 20, which will give you 8. So now, for instance, me, myself, on that last one, I used to put the brightness to 100. So I have a perfect white, or I have a perfect off-shade color. That's what I do for mine, which is actually what you're supposed to do. So on that last one, you take your brightness to 100. So for instance, you see, I can use this one as a background or whatever it is. So this thing that I see under is effect. So those guys put effects. Now, I think this is the middle one, right? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So now let's now do for this other side. Like I mentioned, when you are doing for the lighter shade, what you are touching is saturation, right? When you are doing on the darker shade, what you are touching is your brightness. So this one, we go again, 30 minus 20, right? Then we go again, 10 minus 20. That's 10 minus 20. Go again. Color is really dark. That's 0 minus 20. This color is really dark. Really dark. So, and this is also 0 minus 20. This color is really very dark color. Right? If anybody have any question, just shout to me. So,
Please, I came late though.
Nadia said Y20. If, to be honest, I really don't know. That's what I've been using. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I don't know why it's 20. It's actually been long I did this. That's why I'm gonna teach you the other way to do it. That's always accurate. But you guys should just know. To be honest, okay, sorry. Why is it 20? 60. There's a color rule. 60, 30, 10. There's a color rule, 60, 30, 10. I'll share a link or a book on the group that you guys should study. There's something we call the 60, 30, 10 rule of color. But to be honest, why it's 20, I really don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. So let's do for this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want them to all align. Just be in one place. All right. So, right. So what do we say we do again? This is the middle one. So for this HSB, this one is 95 minus 20. This one be 75. 75 minus 20. Somebody said they came late. 55. I don't know. Did I just hear 55 minus
Yeah,
20?
so I don't get the whole.
Okay, don't worry. I'll try and explain.
All right, thank you so much.
35 minus 20. So that'll be 35 minus 20. That's 35 minus 20. So from here also we do that's 69. 69 minus 20, 49. Then this would be 49 minus 20. That's 29. And this one is 29 minus 20. I give you 9. And this one is 9 minus 20. I don't know whatever it is. Oh, I love to put this in 100. All right. So this is how you do it. This is how you create the way these guys did this one here. Can you see? So from this guy, they even did 50. So 100 to 900, 100 to 900. And you just put the color code on that. So it's so simple. Then you name it. You name it. So I want somebody here. Before I teach you the other way, I want, or do everybody have a question? Do you have any question?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, shoot. What question do you have?
Although it's not actually like a question, it's just that I noticed the first set of colors, the blue one, the dark part of that blue one, the ending, it's almost the same color with the other one.
Yeah, because it's now in 0. So it means this color itself is a darker shade. If you look at it on this place, if you look at it here,
Yes.
so the primary color is actually already close to dark.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, I do. And one more thing, must it be 9, like the number of boxes that we are
It's like from
creating?
100 to 900. You can see here, these guys even did 50. So, but most times it's like 100 to 900 because it's like from 100% to 900%.
Okay.
Yeah. Most times, right? Most times you don't have to, you can see that sometimes this person just creates this and they work with it. You get. But reason why you should have like that is so that when you need a lighter shade and a darker shade of that same color, maybe primary color or secondary color, you will know what you are picking. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So do anybody understand? Okay. There are actually several ways. There are actually several ways. This is just for you guys to know how to do it. So that when they say, do you know how to do it? You just say you know how to do it. But when you're working on a project, you actually don't have that time to be going through this process. So I'm going to show you how you can get it using a plugin and also using a site very, very fast. So you already know that this is your primary color, right? You already know that this is your primary color that you're working with. Your primary color is what you have identified from either the brand identity or what the company give you, or what you have identified from the identity of the brand that you're working with. You get. So this is the primary color. Just pick this color, this color code here. You copy the color code. You go to your plugins. I already have it here. For those who don't have it, anyhow you want to search, you can search it from here. You can come to community, right? Then you search for foundation. Just search foundation, then come to plugins on this side, plugins. Now this is it. Foundation color generator. This one, foundation color generator. Then open it. There are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. Then you open it. So this is it. You run. And it has opened. You can see from light to darker. Now you can see here, say Orbit. See, all these ones are name of companies that create design system. They are name of companies that create design system. So you have Orbit, you have Atlassian, you have Material, you have Ants. Majority of everybody, like industry standard, use Material because Material design is from Google. Google is the one that use Material design. So that's why, if you ask me why I use Material, it's because it's from Google, and that's what a lot of people use. Then it says the name, the color, the tone. So you've already copied your, what is it called? Your color code. All you need to do is paste it here, and it's going to generate it for you. Do you see what I did?
Yes, sir.
Is it straightforward?
Yes.
What do you need to do? Just click create style. Once you click create style, it's going to break them on your board, and it's going to what is it called? Can you see it here? Can you see it here? It's going to put it here. Can we see it?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. When you click palettes, this one here, look at it. It will bring that design for you. Do you understand? Is anybody seeing this? And when you click token, you see this one is for developers. It's for developer. Token means this is what developers actually need. So if your developer says he's having issues, just copy this token and send it to them. Do you understand? You can see that it's that simple.
Yeah.
You can see that it's that simple.
Yeah.
It's just,
I think this one is even better.
it says even better. Actually, yeah, you know that plugins are created by people, you understand, just to make work easy. But trust me, people don't have time to start going through this stress. You get, people don't have time to start going through this stress. So it will just generate it for you. I'm going to also show you another way. You understand? I'm going to show you another way. So copy your code, right? There's actually another plugin, and I need you guys to do something for me on that. Lumia. Yeah. Yes, this plugin, this one is also color. It's also for color. It's also for color. It's also for color. I actually know the owner, so you guys can just search for it. Drop a comment on it. It's for a friend of mine. So I thought I run the plugin now. Okay, you need to select an element. Okay. So anybody have any question before I continue?
I do.
You said what, KC? I can't hear you.
I mean, if you click on the palette plugin, if you click on the palette, it will not generate at the side compared to the one you click on generate style and generate.
When you click generate style, what it means is it generates on your style. Look at it here.
Yes.
Then when you click palette, then it brings the design out.
Okay.
Like I said, the reason why you need all these ones is because of documentation. Normally, you're not going to be using this one when you're designing. It's whatever is on your your style. That's what you're going to be using. So when you click style, it puts it here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody, any question? Before I show you another one. So let me just show you another one. So you come to, let me share you. You come to this site called scenes.dev. Are you seeing my screen? I don't think so. Think you're seeing my screen. I don't think you. Let me show you my screen. So you can see my screen, right?
Oh.
So you come to this platform called Tints, tints.dev. You can see it, right?
Oh.
Can you see?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
but
can.
Yeah.
So these people did like 50 to 950. You understand? We may usually do, like, see, from 50 to 950. You get. So what do I do? Just paste your code here. Can you see? That's your palette. Just
Sir,
paste your
is this
primary
a
color.
website?
Yes, it's a website. It's called tints.dev. tints.dev. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what do you need? You can copy this palette URL to your keyboard. This is actually for developers, basically, if they have issues. Or you can just come here. So if you want to go through all the stress, you just be copying this code one after the other. You'll be bringing it to your Figma. You'll not be doing this thing. Do you get? But this is actually another way of getting your primary, secondary, and so in case your plugin decide not to run because plugin can decide not to work, maybe the person did not pay for whatever. So you just come here and um you just run it from here. And also, let me just quickly show you guys something. If you're having issues with knowing how your color will work, I just pray I remember this website. I just pray I remember. I just pray I remember. Um, I think this is it. Is it the one? Thank you. So, can we see this? Can we all see this?
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for instance, for like somebody that asked the question yesterday that if you have primary and secondary color and you don't know you want to use, right? You don't know the one to use for your design. So this is like it's called uicolors.app. It's going to help you. It actually has a plugin too. So you can search it on Figma, just use it on Figma. It's going to help you, it's going to show you how your whatever primary color you are using, how it's going to look like on your design. Do you understand? So for instance, like that, our primary color now. Once we start using it, no, let me copy it again. Yeah, the plugin is on Figma. It's on Figma. I know I have it. That plugin is on Figma. But it might not show you all these cards, but it will help you generate this color. You can see this is also color generation, color generator. Can you see? From 50 to 950. So this is that our color. Is it the one? It's too light. Okay, 4C. Okay. This is that our color. Now look at how it looks like. Here on RGB. No. Okay. Look at how it looks like on your cards. So if you are using it on buttons, can you see? So you know that, okay, this is how this color will look like on my design. Do you get?
Mm.
You understand? So you already know how your color will look like when you want to design. So this is just to give you an idea of how your color will look like, how you can use it. If you look at this one now, you see that this is still the same primary color, but this is darker shade, this is lighter shade, this is darker shade. Do you understand? Look at how it looks like on these cards. These are cards. You get, this is also a card. Look at how it looks like. Do you know that this everything on this thing is still the same color?
Mm.
This is the dark color, this is the light color. Even this stroke around this thing is also the color.
Yeah.
So you can come here and just come and look like how I'll just know how your color will look like. So you can always try to work with it. You understand? Depending on your preference, you see. So for instance, maybe this is the color. It's going to show you how the color will look like on your designs. I just say I should share that with you guys. So we can continue, right?
Mm.
So anybody have any question before we just round up color? I think we have tried on color.
I want to ask, like, as we have all these shades of color, can all the whole shades of color be used in a particular design?
That's why I said it depends on your project. You're the one that know what you want to achieve on the projects.
Okay.
You get. And like I said, if you are working on large projects, like when I mean large project, I mean large projects. Like for instance, which project was like we did like a very large project. So okay, let's say for instance, this project is a large project. Like this is, you see the number of this is email templates,
Mm.
mobile for rider, web for rider, that's fronted, driver, that's the mobile for driver, mobile for web for driver, app store design, admin logins, officer manager's dashboard, mobile design updates, responsive, admin updates, admin office. It's like the screen is close to 500.
Oh, well.
So it's even more because all these ones variations. Then we have dark shades, dark designs. So you will need something like that because you are going to be working with a lot of colors. Because your admin front end will be different from your what is it called? Your super admin front end. Like so when I saw you cannot be doing the design, then you're not contemplating on the colors to use. So
Okay.
there's all possible. Look at Google, for instance. Do you know how many products Google has? You know how many products Google have?
A lot.
Like it's massive.
A lot.
They
Yeah.
have a lot of products, and they don't leave those their colors, and everything doesn't look the same. You understand?
Mm.
Everything doesn't look. You still see that this is Google. Do you understand?
Yeah. Not good.
That is why it's actually important. So anybody with any other question?
So please, the last website you just showed us, what's the name on Figma? Because I can't find it.
The name of Figma, right? Let me just show you guys on Figma.
Okay, thank you.
It's called UI Colors. It's from Tailwind. I don't know if it's this one. This is another plugin also to generate your color. So I'm coming. I know I have that plugin. UI Color. It's from Tailwind. Why am I disturbing myself? Just give me a minute. I'll open it from here. Okay, that's it. Open. So it's called I'm already running it. Tailwind CSS color generator. I just copy it. So I'm running it already. I don't know why it's taking time. So just find here. So, UI, this is it. So this is it. Can you see it? The person that asked. So this is it.
Yeah, I can see it. Thank
All
you.
right. All right. So like I said, you see, it doesn't show you how it looks on design. It just generates color for you. You get, but on the web, you see how it looks on designs. Basically, there are a lot of actually color generators. Basically, anybody with any other question before I move on? Anybody else? Anybody else? Yeah, okay, Olaniro. Okay, you already sent it yourself. Thank you for that. So I can move on, right?
Yeah, go.
So want to dive into auto layouts, designer's nightmare. uh, one thing about auto layout is when you get the order of auto layouts, like when you understand it, you are going to enjoy it. Like my hand is always on shift A when I'm designing. My hand is always on shift A because I don't even use group. I don't use group anymore. I don't use group anymore. Like everything I do is auto layouts. I can put auto layout inside. I can do 10 auto layouts in one frame. Like I'll just be putting, as long as I'm trying to put those things together. Um, so what auto layout do is, first of all, it makes your design responsive. It makes your alignment and distribution good. It makes with your arrangements. You understand your padding. So it's actually a very, 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 very good thing, and it is industry standard. There are some things you don't do that has to be auto layouts. For instance, your buttons, your um your card, your header, your hero, your nav, your menu, what your menu bars. You understand? It has to be auto layout. So um we'll start on auto layout today, and we'll take it up from there. So today and tomorrow, basically. So like I said yesterday, I said I'll be creating different, we'll be creating buttons, we'll be creating some cards, because you can't create all the cards. Cards varies, you understand? We'll be creating menu options like nav bar and all those ones. We'll be creating header, you understand? So are we ready? Are we all ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. So thank you, Holy Spirit. So I'm just going to explain, first of all, what auto layout, like I've explained it, so don't let me even go back there. I'm just going to show you the functionality of what it is. It gets. Let me just look for something we can use as an example. Okay. We're going to start with buttons. So we'll just take it up from there. You understand? Let's say buttons. So what I did first was I typed in my text. You understand? I typed in my text. Just say button. I only said button. So I typed in my text. I know we all know how to type text. And this is it. So how do you add auto layouts? Several ways. The fastest way is to press Shift A on your keyboard, Shift A. Another way is to right click and you see where it says auto layouts. You understand? During the old Figma layout, there's always one plus button on this side of layouts that you say auto layouts. So when you click auto layouts, first thing you notice is it becomes a frame. Now, let me give you one simple way to think about it. Auto layout means parents and children. Parents and children. So if you don't have parents, you will not have children. So children is inside parents. I hope you understand. So without a parent, there's no child. So it's like drum of water inside. You understand? Without the drum, there's no water. So it's like something that is carrying something. So without parents, there's no children. So you just have to think of it in that fashion. So now it automatically creates a frame. Let me undo. You understand? Once you press to activate auto layouts, it automatically creates a frame. So which means the frame now is the border. The child is the button. So which means this frame, he has only one child. So let me just rename this as button Olawale. So now one thing you notice is you look at this place, immediately you press the auto layout, it creates the editing panel here. And that is what I'll first explain to you, first of all. Now, you have your width, you have your height. You notice it says hog. Hog means hog content to width, hog content to height. That's what we are on presently. Hog content on both of them. You follow. Then this is vertical and horizontal layouts. Then we have this wrap. Then these are the alignments. You see, align top left. It will not work. Reason why it did not work is because you have only one child. I will explain to you, but these are just the padding. This is top center, this is down center, this is align center, top right, align right, bottom right. This is spacing. This is spacing. It will not work on this because it's just one. This is spacing, and this is your padding. Padding means how you pad something in all direction. So this is like the left padding. If I type in 67 now, you see, this is like the left padding. You understand? And this is like the width padding. But you can actually choose. You can decide to say, I want to do only left or up. Can you see? You can separate it when you click this button. Then we have this option here, which I'm also going to go into later on. You understand? Now, this is button. Let's even use this to create our first button. What did I do first? I type in the text. I activate auto layout. And because I want to create my button. So for instance, maybe I'm creating a button. Now, button most times, they are fixed height and width. They are fixed height and width. Now, let me just explain this hug and fix. Now, hug means to hug somebody. It means whatever you type inside this thing, you should be hugging it. So if I'm typing button is a friend, what do we notice? It's dropping down. I hope people are following. You might not talk. Okay. Now let me go again. Now I press button is a friend. Is a friend. See, the more I keep typing it, the more it will be coming down. Why? Because just notice when I'm typing on this place, you say hug. So it will be hugging whatever you're putting on the height. Right? Do you understand? You know, I changed this now to hug. So whatever you're typing, it will just be hugging it. But if I put it to fixed width, for instance, and I start typing, it will be coming down because I've said that whatever I'm doing should not pass that width. Do we understand?
Yeah, bro.
Do we understand?
Yeah, bro.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So when you hug something, you are saying that anything you are putting inside that thing, you should just hug it. Whether to the left, whether to the top or to the down. You understand? Now, but because it's button, let's say this is a login. Let's say this is a login button. Right? And I say hug content is going to bring it like this. How do we customize this thing? I can say my padding should be 20. Can you see? So increase it up and down. So I can say I want 20 padding. You can see it. Then if you want to customize it, what do you need to do? So just look at this. Now, I'm clicking on the parents. You know, I'm on the parents now. And I come to this place and I click fill. I had this fill. So what received the color? You should be noticing what received the color is the parent, not the child. Do you understand? It's the parent that received the color, not the child. The color of the child still remains the same. It's the parents now that receive the color, which is the fill. I can change it to, let's use this color. You understand? It's the parents that receive the color, not the child. So when you click on the child itself, you can say, okay, my child, let me change your color. You understand? I've changed the color of the child actually. Any question before I continue?
Nope.
All right. So you can enjoy whatever you want to do. You can say you want to put a curve. This is where you do your curve. You can say you are using 20 curve. Curves it. You understand? I mean, this text is too much. Do you understand? Do you see what happened there? Do anybody see what happened there? When I reduce the font of the child, which is the text, to 24, it reduced. Why? Why is it like that? Hug content. When I'm creating mobile designs, mobile apps, all my buttons are on fix.
Why?
Do you understand? What did you say?
I said why?
Because I want consistency. Because signing, like login or signing or get started, they are not the same content.
Okay, that's true.
Do you understand? So maybe you are doing your onboarding and you say get started, right? And you say login. Do you see they are not the same?
Yeah.
And I need consistency, so I put it to fix. So I have a fixed width and height. You understand? I just change everything to fixed width and height.
But sorry to interrupt. I always see this on all these professional sites like what's it called? LinkedIn. I always use LinkedIn though. LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I see that their buttons are not consistent. They are all different.
No, it depends on, for instance, when you are designing, for instance, let's say web. On web, your button will not be consistent. Like, not that it's not consistent, but it depends on the section you are. So, for instance, my sign-in buttons or onboarding buttons, I used to use the same button size.
Okay.
But inside your app, there are some buttons there that might not be the same.
Okay.
That will not be the same height and width with your onboarding. Let me see if I can get an example. Now, for instance, you see what I'm telling you now. Look at this button. Do you see it? You see they are the same.
I do, yeah.
They are the same. They are the same. These are my onboarding. So whenever I need something like that, they are the same. But look at this, my model here. Do you see they are not the same?
Okay.
You see, there are two different buttons.
Yeah.
But should I tell you that they're actually the same? Because I'm working with a particular consistency on my grid. This button size is just split into two. They are both the same height with even my normal button.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Now look at this one. You see, do you know it's not the same size without that one?
I just want to say a bit bigger.
This button is actually the height is the same thing, but the width is not the same thing. Do you understand? That's why your design system is important, because you have dictated that my onboarding, this is my buttons. Do you get this thing? This is my button. My models, this is my button. Now, for instance, this is inside design. You know that this is also a button because you are clicking. Anything you are clicking is a button. You get?
Yeah.
But if it's like for your or if any button that is like this, save, get started, sign in, sign up, or any button that is like this, that is going to fill the screen and it's going to be like this, they will have the same size for consistency sake. It's just to make your design more professional, actually. Do anybody have any question?
I'm cool, sir.
I do, sir. What about for those, like for mobile app, the banner session when you're creating, let's say it's e-commerce app and you have to do the banner, that small banner that normally at the top of after the search. So sometimes the banner, since it's a small card, the button has to be small. It's not going to be as the same with that aspect
It's going
of
to be that exactly, because their content is a card. Their content that is going to be on it. That's going to be on that card. Let me see, for instance, is there a button?
So it will not be consistent then, like the consistency.
No, it's not it's so now if you talk about consistency, it means everywhere you have that kind of card in that app, that button will be consistent. Do you understand?
Yes.
So it means every of your sign up button or your button that has to do with your full screen, they has to be consistent. You see that your card, that card that you have, if you have 15 of that card inside that mobile app, the button you use on that card is going to be consistent all through.
Oh, okay.
That's why all of them, they are in their variables. When you are creating your variables, let me see if I can get something for you. Now, look at how this person created his button. Look at his button and his sizes. So you already know that anywhere is using this font size, this is actually the button is going to use. Let me see somebody. So, can you see? You already created relative to screen width. So now these are buttons, but they are used for different things, which means anywhere they need to use these buttons, they have to be consistent all through. Consistency doesn't mean one thing, it means one thing in its element all through. For instance, if you are doing dashboard now, or maybe you are doing let's say still mobile app, right? Your modal buttons are different from your onboarding buttons, and they are different from your maybe logout button. So you would have created all those things already, so that when you are getting there, you already know. Let me say use this for an example. Now you notice that anywhere you see full screen, like a button in a full screen, is the same thing across, right? Anywhere you see modals, this is called modals. Anywhere you see modal, you see that the buttons are the same. Do you understand? So that is what consistency is. Anywhere you see modal, the buttons are the same. That is what consistency is. It's not that it has to be one. If it's like that, it's not possible, because if you are doing like e-commerce now, that has plenty, you work with a lot of buttons, you have issues. Let me check web. Let me check. Where is the landing page? This is dashboard. Java Web. Okay. Now look at this button here, and look at the button here, and look at the button here. So it's you when you are creating your design system, you understand? But the consistency on your buttons across every element or every variant and variable that it has to be needs to be consistent. So do you understand now?
Yes, yes, sir. I do understand. Thank you so
God,
much.
Godfather, do you want to say something?
No, I'm good.
Okay, all right. So can we continue?
Yes, sir.
So like I said, when you are doing your, especially for this thing, you use fix or fix. I actually use fix for my, which is actually the best, because if you are putting signing on this now, or login, it's not going to be consistent with this. Is already on fix. I said that as much. So can I continue? All right. So that's how fast you can create your buttons. That's how fast you can create your buttons. You understand? This is actually very simple. That's how fast you can create your button. You put in the text, you add the auto layout, you use your width and size, your padding, you put the color, and you are good. Now, I want to use something to explain something to you now. So for instance, if you have two elements, you understand? You have two elements inside this same model. You have two elements inside the same model. Let me remove the auto layout. So this is one child, this is one child, right? You now add auto layout to them, to both child. You understand? You know that these are now two elements, 1 and 2. You get 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And we added our auto layout to both of them. Now, it's still on org, but I want to use this to explain all these other functions. Now it's on horizontal. If you click vertical, they become vertical. It means you are saying that the brother and sister, they should be vertical. They should be on top of each other. Do you understand? They should align together. That's what that vertical is meant for. Now, this one, this align this thing, I'll still look for something that I used to explain it to you very well. Do you understand? Because this is just alignment. So let's say, for instance, let me see if this will work. So this one here is the spacing. Can you see? It already puts it there. It's the spacing between them. I can say they should be far apart, 40. I can say they should be close with each other, 10. It's the spacing. And this is also padding. The same padding of the parents. Like I said the other time, I want it to be 20, 10. You understand? I want it to be 20, 10. So that's the padding. That's the padding. You understand? But there are two elements. And how do I separate them? I separated them with this. You understand? I separated them with this, right? They can go up or they can go down. When you are creating all those sidebar, this is what you're going to use most time. Can go up or they can go down. You can leave them to hug themselves, or you can still put them if you are fixing your width. If you are fixing your width. So let me just use this one now to create um let's use to create header, for instance. Most header, you see that it has home, about us, blah blah blah, right? And if anybody, so let's have a home, about us, contact us, um, um, What else do we used to have?
Services.
Okay, services. All right, let's work with that 4. Right. So fastest way, just highlight everything and just put auto layouts. Right. Do you notice something? This wrap is because they are not together. That's why this wrap is activated. So you just arranged it. Once I put this, it's going to put it beside each other. Once I put this, it's going to align it. So because we are trying to create, what is it called? Header. What's good? Okay, my width is in. And I put this org. You understand? They are all on org contents, right? I want to show us something. Then let me reduce the spacing. I say spacing to 40, right? I say spacing to 40. Then let's find a logo. Is there any logo here? Any logo here? Okay, let's say we use this logo. Let's use this logo. It's actually too big. All this one safe. You already know what you want to use, right? So we have this logo, which is a separate element on its own. Then we'll work with these two first of all. Then I'll show you something. So what do you need to do? You pick this one, which is a separate entity. Then you pick the second one, which is like a model. Then you add another auto layout inside it. Now you should know that you now have 2 auto layouts. You now have grandfather, which has one particular children, which one of that children has given birth. So this is like a grandfather. This child, he did not have any other child, but this child, which is this frame, has given birth to 4 children. Do we understand?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I'm using it as an analogy so that you
No,
can actually.
like redo it. I want to see how you did it again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So this is this auto layout separately, right? This
Yeah.
is just the logo. Now remember, these ones now they are one. Is one child, one parent that has 4 children,
Parents.
but they are
Yeah.
one. So you consider them as one. Then you have this one that is just on its own. Then you pick both of them together. Even if this one is here, wherever he is, even if he's here, once you pick both of them together and you add auto layout, they are going to come together because they are meant to be together.
Okay. Then
Do
you
you
can
understand?
adjust the spacing. Okay.
Now, something changed. If you notice this place, it's because I've actually worked a lot on Figma. That's why it's like that. Normally, it's just supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this, right? It's supposed to be like this. Where you can choose your spacing, maybe say 40, or let's say you guys should come together. It gets now this width is not in is in this thing, but we're gonna get there, Sha. We're gonna get there. So they are now together. But if you choose auto in the use this. Wow. Guys, hold on for me, please. I need to take this call. I need to take this call.
So is anybody speaking? I can't hear anybody.
So we can't hear you.
I also can't hear you. I don't know.
So you're muted.
He's on a call or something.
I think he's still
He's
answering
on
the
a
call.
call.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I was on a call actually. I didn't know my video was on. It's a very important call to take. All right, so I'm back. Everybody's saying they can hear me. So where did we stop? I think we're here. Is there any question before I continue? Okay, so where did I even stop? Distracted. Is anybody saying anything? Okay. So this is now when you have combined them together, they are now one. You understand? And now, okay, I'll tell you one yeah, so I remember now. So if you look at this place that has 50, this separation, right? Once I put auto, auto means it's become fixed. Even if you separate this one like this, like even if you enlarge it, whatever you do, they are going to be separated. Now, this is what we use most time when we are creating header. Headers too are always on fixed width. Headers too are always on fixed width. Headers are always on fixed width. I think we let's just use this thing to create one header so people can see. Let's select the frame. Let me choose. Where is it? Let's choose MacBook Pro. Or I like to work with 1440. That's a personal bias though. It's one of the Mac social desktop. Okay. So We know this is 1440. This width is 1440, right? We know this width is 1440. So, and I would like to work with the width of, let's say, 1400, for instance. You get 1400, for instance. So I'm just going to change this width, let's say to 1400. You get 1400. Now let's just ignore this one and let's go back here. And let's go back here. If, as let's say we have these two elements, this is the two elements we have on this frame, the two elements we have on this frame, and we've done our fixed widths. We can also do our, we've done our fixed widths, right? All you need to do is just do what? Just put this on auto. Do you notice anything? When you do auto separation, means it separates whatever elements inside that particular frame to the width of that frame. Let me take it again. When you do auto, now anything you put inside this thing, let's look for a sign in and sign up button. Let's look for a sign in and sign up button. Let me just look for one button somewhere. Don't need to create. Look for a button somewhere. So let me just place this outside and put it outside. So since, or let me just put it inside. So this now, I'm putting inside this frame. I'm putting it inside this frame. So it means this get started is also now inside this frame. I know all of them are just together. They are just together. And I want to separate all of them. All I need to do is just press auto. I need to separate them. To separate three of them from each other. Do anybody have any question? Anybody have any question? No. So that's how that separation, and you see it already put it here. Now, if there is more space in this padding, for instance, if there are more space in this padding, for instance, and you click this up, you see they are going to go up. You click this down, they are going to come down. You align it to center, it's going to be in the middle. Right? Anybody have any question? Anybody have any question? No question. So, for instance, I want to put this inside this one. I want to put it inside this one. But as a matter of truth, it's 1400. It's not the same size. And because I don't want to create any issue. Here's what I would do. This is the frame. This is the frame. I'm going to add another auto layout inside that frame. So what I'm doing is I'm saying that I'm putting this particular one, I'm putting it inside another container. Then I'm going to make that one the latest one, and always follow what is here, because when you break this layer down, it's going to tell you everything. So this first layer is for this button. This one is for this middle one. Then this one is the logo. Then this one is putting everything together. Then putting everything inside this one. Very, very simple. Then I will now put it to the size of this frame. I think this one is 1440. Maybe I just do, sorry. So I change this width to 1440 fix, and I can give it any height. I can say I want 100 heights. You understand? Then we put it to center alignment. Now you notice that you can't see that auto again, because it's now everybody inside another body. Then up, you see it's aligned up. Middle is aligned middle. Is aligned this. If you click this, it has gone to that side. If you click this, it will go to this side. If you click this, it will go to this side. You see the difference. Then you put it to center. Like I said again, put your fill. You can change the color. Let's say we use this color, just to make it fine, so we don't do something unprofessional. Can turn this on to white, and we turn this on to this color. Bam. then put it inside our frame. Now, because our frame too is a frame, when you put inside here, all you need to do, this is just an additional tips. You see these positions, that's what it means. What I did is let's go again. Enter now, okay? It's inside it. All I need to do is, this is center alignment. I center it and I take it to the top. Bam. Bam. We have created our hero, our header rather. And if your alignment is not this kind of alignment, you can reduce your width. Let's say 1400. It's going to come in. Maybe your grid you use is also still bigger. I can say 1350. It's going to, bam. You've created it. You've created it. Very simple. Very, very simple. The funny thing is about this is, if I duplicate here, it will extend. It's going to have that separation automatically on it. It's going to have that separation automatically on it. Anybody have any question? These are basic Autolayout too. Anybody have any question? Anybody have any question? No question for anybody. Just use thumbs up if you don't have any question. Just thumbs up. Just thumbs up. So I know you're following. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Or before we move on, let me see people that are on this Figma that don't really have an idea. Vanessa. Is Vanessa on this call? Vanessa, are you on the call?
Yes, I'm on the call.
Are you the one that complained about national grid?
No, it's not me.
Okay, so it means you're on your laptop. Yes, you are. Okay. Why are you laughing?
Because I felt like you were going to call my name and you did.
Oh, I'm in the spirit. I didn't disappoint you. Thank God I did not disappoint you. So, very simple. Now, come and create this hero session that I created and put it inside the frame.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it. Do anybody have any question before I continue? Anybody? So that's actually basic Autolayout. So it's just like Autolayout means honestly, it's actually very simple. I think where people have issues is when you are doing responsiveness, and responsiveness has to do with constraints. It has to do with constraints. I think I'll dwell on that much more tomorrow. Let's go further, or should we do this? Who is also on this call? Okay, you can ask a question, Annabelle.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
So my question is, okay, for you to, without you doing the auto layouts direct, can you see it with your right hand, your right clicking?
Yes, I showed you.
I joined late.
You saw what?
I joined late.
Oh, okay. It's very simple. Let me just use this one as an example. So you've typed out these things, right?
Yes.
So assuming it's a button, just click on it. You right click on it, then you see add auto layout here. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I know before we used to have it here. I've taken it away. So is that you
Sorry, can I ask
shifting?
a question?
Yes, you can, sir. You can go ahead.
You put it in frame before you do the auto layout
Hey, I can't hear you. What did you say?
or group.
I didn't catch you.
Does it need to be in a frame first before you apply auto layout?
Eh? Your
Does it
line.
need to be in a frame first before you do auto layout?
No, auto layout creates the
Ah.
frame.
Yeah.
Auto layout creates the frame. It doesn't have to be in a frame.
Okay, okay.
If it's inside a frame and you now create auto layout, do you know what you are telling Figma is you have added 2 auto layouts? Do you understand? Because auto layout creates a frame, like I showed you the other time. I don't know if you join in late. So this is
Okay, so you just select them and then apply to layout.
no. Let me show you. For instance, this is an element or a layer. This is an element. This is an element. This is an element. Once you apply auto layout, be watching this layer section, right? Once you apply auto layout, it becomes a frame.
Okay.
It becomes a frame. What you are saying is this is now a mother that now has a child. Do you understand? So if you see this thing, it says frame. If you click this arrow down,
Yeah.
this is the text. Do you understand? So if you now say you want to put this inside a frame,
Yes, yes.
what you are telling, let's do something. This is a frame, right? If you put this one down and you put it inside a frame, they are now 2 frames. As a matter of fact, they are now another auto layout because you can see that it has created another auto layout session. So what you are saying is you have added this frame, which is like a frame, inside this one. So this is an auto layout frame. This is a frame for text, and not for text, like a normal frame for your there's a particular English we use in design. But when you see something like this, it's a frame, like a frame of screen sizes.
Okay.
When you see something like this, it's an auto layout frame. They just actually did this feature like 2 or 3 years ago. Both auto layout, everything, they're all like frames. Do you understand?
Okay.
So even if this text is there's nothing bad in trying. Even if this text is not auto layout, and you put it inside this frame, right? It doesn't still make this guy a bot, because it's not an auto layout. It's just a normal frame, like this frame, screen size. So you can, once you click this thing and you add auto layout, it will add that frame inside it, because auto layout will always create an auto layout frame.
Oh.
Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. So like this one now, this is
sorry, I came late. So when you're doing the
okay, I'm listening. What did you say? Like your line is breaking.
So when you want to do this, is it navbar? I don't know what you call it. The hero.
Header. This is an header. Hey, your line. You have to say what you're saying again. I can't hear you.
You have to mark everything. All the layers and apply auto layout. I don't do it. I came late. Sorry.
Let me do it again. Let's take it again, right? Let's take it again. So.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So this is. Now you need to understand that. Like I use the analogy. Child, mother, you can put all of them. You see, you have a layer. You put everything inside one. You can carry all of them and still put them inside one. So what it means is this one is now the head of this one. This one is now the head of this one. This one is not the head of this one. So for instance, we want to create this. I actually just create this layer so I could explain the separation feature. That's why I created this. Now you have this layer. It's a layer. It's a text. Here, look at it. Service, contacts, home, about us. Right? All I needed to do was pick everything together. I didn't group them. I used auto layout. Then I used Shift A. Right? And I left them in org content. What org content means is from the word org. It means the more you put things, as long as it's org, it will be expanding just to org the content, just to accommodate the content. For instance, if we duplicate this, right? God, come on, back to design. What did I press? Okay, it's supposed to control D. Once I pick this, can you see I've duplicated it? Do you notice what happened? Because it's an org. Do you understand? Because it's an org width, he orged it. If you put another thing, it will org it. Why? Because it's on org. Do you understand? But if it's on fix width means I have fixed this thing. Fixed width means I have fixed this width. If you add anything, whatever you are adding to it, my padding will not pass this width. So if you add one now, you see it has gone outside this frame. You know why? Because it's on fixed. So we have fixed the width. I don't know if you understand. So if it's on org, if this is on org, the mother, it means I am orging all of them. So what it means is if I have org all of you, and it's in fix, if another child come, the child, I will not org the child. The child will be outside. You understand? If it's on fix. But if it's on org, it means even if I bump 100 children, I will org them. So something just came to my head. Let's use chicken. Mother hen, for instance. You know that mother hen, when there is issue, it will pack all his children. He will now sit on them and cover them. So that thing like that is called org content. But if mother hen put it in fix, that she's on fixed content, if she give birth to 12 children and she say, I already fixed my content to 12 children, she now give birth to 15 children. When there's issue, she will only cover 12 because she's already put it on fix. But if it's on org, even if she bought 20 children, she will cover all the 20. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes,
One for.
yes, I understand.
Right.
Thank you.
So that's why this is like this. First thing. Then, depending on what you want to, there are some header that can have just two separate variables. You understand? There are some header that this logo and all these things, they are beside each other. Here you get, for instance, let's pick this logo. Pick this logo, right? Even if this logo is here, like I said, and we select it and pick this frame, and you put auto layout, they'll come beside each other because they're supposed to be beside each other. It gets this one now. I don't want to separate it. I've said let's just be beside each other. You understand? Now, what does this mean? It means this is now one. They are now together. Both the logo and the mother that has 4 children, they are now together. All of them are now together. All of them are now together. So they are now one. They are now one. So like this quantity now is one. That is why when you are creating card, this is how you should just be thinking. This is how you be thinking when you are creating. There are some cards that are very complex, but this is how you should just be thinking that okay, what about this image? They should be one. This one should be one. This one should be one. This one should be one. No, all of them, there should not be another one. This is how you should be thinking. But let's continue. So now what I did is both of them are now one. Then let's say this get started. Let's put it out. And I'll say, okay, this guy also needs to be here. But I want this guy they should be separated. They can be in one family, but I want it to be an extended family. Then I'll pick this one and pick this one and add another auto layout. Now, with this one, I need them to be separated because I don't want them to be together. You understand? This one is still there. This padding is still there. And this one, I want it to be fixed because I don't want them to pass a particular what is it called? a particular width size. So I want them to be fixed. So I choose them and I say, okay, width will be fixed. Don't pass maybe 1036. Let's leave it at what it is. You understand? And I put a separation between them. I say auto. Auto means even if I extend this width, it will be separated. That's what auto means. If it's like this, if it's just a number, you see that if it's just a number and I decrease them, they can go close to each other. But if they are on auto, it means they are separated. Whatever element you put inside this place now, it will be separated. Even if I add this another get started into this frame, it will be separated. Because I've said that whatever element is inside this model, they need to be separated. Do you understand? And as all of them is now, because you want to put them inside this frame, right? Inside this frame, you can see that they are not the same size because there's a size that needs to meet up with your frame of your screen. Then you now say all these guys, they should not be inside another auto layout. Then this one now, it will not be the same size of that screen, 1440, right? You can say this one should be 100, right? You align it well. You align it well. You put your color to it. You can say you still want this one to be maybe 1300. No, not this one. This one. So this one. John is confusing me like this. Oh, okay, this is it. Okay. So this one needs to be centralized. This one needs to be centralized. This one needs to be 1300 or whatever you want to use, or maybe 1336, like we saw the other time. And you put it inside your frame, you align it well, and we're good. We're good. One for, do you understand now?
Yes, I
I
understand.
think I'm stuck.
Who is stuck?
Oh, you
Me, Vanessa.
Where are you stuck? Oh?
So I don't know how to, because if I bring this into the frame now, it doesn't extend all the way to the end. It doesn't fill the container. You can see there's white space. So maybe I think I got something wrong.
No, what you did now. This is where the issue is. This is what the issue is. You feel the color of the child inside these old parents.
Instead of
So this now you can see that your pixel already tell you that is on the frame, but this is the one you feel the color. So you remove the color from this one.
Okay, and then
this one is what you feel. This one is what you feel.
Okay. Okay. So my logo is out of place.
Your logo is actually big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Are we good, Christopher?
Yes.
Are we good?
Yes.
Anybody with any other question?
So, like, when you did, after you finished with the whole header, to put it inside the frame, you then added an auto layer to it, so that you can now keep the entire frame.
So I'm like,
yeah. So I'm like, any need? There's also can there be another way to do it, like that header now, instead of putting another auto layer on it, why not just increase put a fixed width so that it will be the width you want on the width you want. I don't know if you understand.
I get what you're saying. That is where people have a lot of complications that they don't make life easier. Now, for instance, assuming I didn't put this inside the auto layouts, it will affect this auto separation.
Oh. How?
Let me show you. It will affect the auto separation. It will affect this auto separation because this is on auto separation, separating whatever elements. And you know why this is very good? When you make mistake along your design, or maybe let's say you've done like maybe 40 screens on components. When on Figma has make life easier now, so it's good. You've done like 40 screens, and they now said, on the header, we want the social media logo to also be there. Do you understand? They say, no, we want to put a social media logo. I want to put search. You know, some header has search, right?
Yes.
Now, once they say that, and you didn't do this thing that I said, that you didn't use this auto, you use fixed widths. Because what you are saying now is, we should just separate this one, right? We should separate it. They should be on the edge of how we want the screen size to look like. You know, people can do it like this, right? Using fixed widths. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Right? With what you are saying. So what happens now? When they now say you should put another one. Maybe they say you put social media and put this thing. You will need to come and scatter this auto layout and do it again. You need to come and do it.
So, I mean, like it's already in auto, but now it's tweet. I mean, it's not possible.
No,
if you put
it on auto, let's go back. If you put it on auto, right, and you do fixed widths, this auto means whatever element will be on the edge. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It will be on the edge, even if this is fixed widths, because it's always on fixed widths, and we put it to the same size of this screen, right? We put this one to the same size of this screen, which is 1440. It will be on the edge. When you put it here, you will not follow your grid.
Oh, that's true.
Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So, and it makes it easier because, for instance, if they say now we should put search, and you still want to maintain your grid, your grid, and they say now we need to have social media, or let's say sometimes some of them used to have sign in and sign up. All I need to just put this one here. I still maintain my steez, like people used to say. I still maintain my composure, and we still maintain this frame size, and everybody's fine. Do you understand?
Okay, yes, sir. One thing, why I was asking, because what I normally used to do, I will put it, since I know I'm using, let's say, for example, I'm using grid of 100 margin on both sides. So I already know that, okay, if the width of the whole screen is 1440, so I'll separate minus 200 from it on both sides, 100 from both sides. Then that particular width, the answer for the width, I'll just give it to the header. So I'll just put it like that there and put the color, or put it in auto. So I'm not like, if I do that like that, it's still okay.
Yeah, it's actually not bad, but I actually understand what you're saying. But the reason why I said it is when you are working on big projects, like plenty screen projects, and you have mistake, that's when you appreciate what you have done at the first place. Now that Figma is even very good. Back in the days, there was a day that I corrected 50 screens, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I sat down on 50 screens and I was correcting it one after the other. But now, once you create a component, once you do an update on one component, it will update on wherever that component is. You understand? The reason why I used to follow this approach, because if you look at this, I actually used to create most of mine. You can see this. If you look at this, these actually I used to create all my Why? Because it lets my alignment be perfect. You understand? It lets your alignment be perfect from the top. Do you understand? It lets your alignment be perfect from the top without stress. Without stress. So even if you do it that way, it's actually not bad. It's actually not bad as long as you. But most times I used to recommend, because as long as you are finding a way to solve what you are doing and you don't have complications, it's actually good to go, because there's no one way to it. You just find the easiest way to do what you need to do.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. All right. And it's easy to navigate actually. Change this. All right. Can we continue? Vanessa, are you good? Oh, somebody's even doing something here. Nice one. Nice one. I like the energy. Can we continue? All right. Do you want to say something?
Did you teach the color shade today? I'm seeing
Yeah.
something on yours. Wow.
Yeah. Go and watch the video. Just watch it to the
Yeah. I'll
first
go
part.
back and check. Yes.
Okay, let's continue. These are simple ones. It's close to 9:30. Wow. Just give me a minute, please. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, wow. 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 All right, let's continue. I believe everybody understands now to this point, right?
Sorry, sir. I have a question. My internet got disconnected. So I wanted to ask, because
Yeah.
I see some websites where the headers is aligned to the left, right? Instead of like you have the home, about, services, and all of that, you have it in the middle. Some of them are aligned to the left. No, sorry, to the right. Sorry, to the
It
right.
depends. Like, look at this one here. It's not centered.
Yeah.
That's just design. Depends on how you want to design. It's not that there's a one way to it.
Yes,
Look at
I wanted to ask, like, how did you? Oh, my internet. How did you get it to align to the right, or
it.
how do I do it to go to the left?
Okay, I think I'll show you.
I'm so sorry. Sorry.
No problem. So let me see. Let's remove the grid. Now you can see that these are different designs. Vanessa, these are different header designs.
Yes, I can see.
So it's just the way you want to do. It's just the way. You said what?
No, I
It's
just
very
said.
different.
Yeah, different headers. So it's how
So
you
what
want to
plugin
design.
is this?
This is not a plugin. This is a template.
Ah, okay.
This is a template. Just search headers on community. You'll find them. You'll find them. and find them. So ah, it is very low. Is that your child? So you want me to show you, right? Components. Vanessa.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So let's just take this for instance. Let's ungroup this. So this is this. Probably once, for instance, I said this one should be beside this. So what I did is I made these two to be together, right? And I remove them from auto and I say, okay, let this just be 50. You understand?
Okay.
50. So I have put these two guys together.
Yes.
You get, I've put these two guys together.
Okay, you
can
put
also
them in
see,
one auto layout.
yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Then just
Most of that I do my thing is I break them in small pieces. You get. So for instance, I can say these two guys to be together. You get, I move it from two and I say maybe like 50. So when I say all content, so these two guys are put together. You get, then I
okay.
can put them into auto layouts, right?
Yeah.
Then I'll use it for whatever I want to use it for.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah, thank you.
So this is what Casey was saying the other time. I didn't use separation. I just use fixed widths and I centralize this and I make this width the size of the frame. You understand?
Mhm.
And I fill it, I put the color, align it. So this is what she was saying the other time. I don't know if she's still in the call. Do you understand?
Thank you.
Right? So anybody with any other question before we go on? So it depends on how you want to do it. Depends on how you want to do it. I'm thinking we should do like a nav bar before we go, but this is 9:30 already. We still have tomorrow for auto layout because I really want us to do cards. I really want us to do cards. Those are major things: cards, nav bar, the menu. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, that's okay.
And drop downs.
And drop downs. Okay. Drop down. What is drop down? Okay, drop downs. Yeah, drop down. Very simple. Okay, should we do it so where you're doing components so you can do the prototype?
Yes, exactly.
We are still going to do it, sir, because you have to do it on components. But because when you are doing drop down for components, it has to be in variants because you are going to do many. I think it's in one of my tutorials.
Yes.
Again. I don't know. Okay, so these are an example of what I'm saying for drop down. Can somebody see this?
Yeah.
This is where I used to create my social media content for. So this is how it looks like. You understand? So these are different. It gets. So I think we just do it when we're doing components.
Okay.
So let me see if I can play one of them. Let me play this one.
And you also saw how to design those data visualization, right?
So yeah. So I think I did do the Facebook. So yeah, it's not a big. Which one did you say? What did you say? So I think he said something.
Now talking about the data visualization design.
Okay. I think that would be on.
Those dashboard things.
That's when we're doing UI.
Okay, UI. Okay, fine.
When we get to UI, I think I'll just do one dashboard. I'll do one dashboard. Depending on the type of dashboard. Somebody raised up their hand. Yeah, you can go on. You can go on, Evelyn. I thought Evelyn raised up her hand.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma.
Okay, so I want to ask, not related to the class today, but I'm working on a project and kind of stuck.
Okay.
I have it that is quite large, right? And I don't know if how many dashboard is advisable for a design, because what I'm doing, I'm
Okay.
seeing that the data is quite large for one dashboard. So I don't know how to put the whole thing together that it come out in one dashboard. So is it
So
advisable to have more than one dashboard on a design?
when you mean more than one dashboard, I'm trying to understand you. Because first of all, a dashboard, the interface of the first screen on the dashboard is a summary of everything in the dashboards. First of all, dashboard is like I don't want to use dev language. Is like a house that houses everything. So if all the data you have is more than one screen and everything has to be in that screen, first of all, you need to have break your menu and the things that should be on the first dashboard screen. If there are important things that need to be on the first dashboard screen, it has to be there because you can't have two home dashboard. So I don't know if I'm answering your question. Let's say, for instance, officer's dashboard. So this is a dashboard, right? But the data here are not much, right? The data here are not much, but we have a menu that when they click each of those menu, they see what is inside. But you see whatever is on this home dashboard, yeah, it's actually a journey to somewhere. Whatever you are seeing here is a journey to somewhere. Anything you see on the dashboard, there's nothing how big that dashboard is. It's just shortcuts to everywhere you are going inside the particular product. So if the data you have is the data more than what you have on your menu, that's the first question. What are the things that are on your menu first? That's Evelyn. You can still unmute your mic so we can have that conversation.
Okay, can I reach out to you privately?
So you can reach out to me privately.
All right, thank you very much.
I understand what you're saying.
Discuss it here now.
I know it's a job now. It might be private. What I'm showing you guys is what I can show you guys. If there are things I signed NDA for, I can't show you. For instance, CUX Drive. So, for instance, this is our dashboard where everything, whatever you see on the front end happens. We actually designed our backend. So this is the dashboard for super admin, which is me. Right? This is how it looks. So everything here is a journey to most of the things here. Everything here is a journey to most of the things here. So this is users as people are coming in. It's also on user screen. I can see the detailing on user screen. This is user screen. This is user screen variation. I can see the detailing. You understand? So is it events? Event is still coming to here. Events on this place. On this place. Is it profile? We still have profile. Is it so? That's why I said let me see. Let me understand what you're talking about. Because even if the detail is plenty, it's not everything that should be on that main page as it's me. But just chat me up privately so we can talk about it.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Anybody else with any other question before we move on? I just want to take basic Autolayout before we go into components, variables, and all those things. Because when the person that is taking you is taking you, there'll be a lot of things. So you need to understand Autolayout first. So tomorrow, I'm actually hungry. That's why I'm saying the class now. I'm very hungry. Tomorrow we'll do. I don't understand. What was this? Okay. Hold on for me, please. I need to take this call. Hello, Johnson. How far? So guys, sorry about that. So like I said, so tomorrow we're going to work on now as okay, all right, I'll check it. Nav bars, cards. I really want to work on cards, so we're going to really work on cards tomorrow. Different type of cards. Then menus, even dashboard menus, even the menus on dashboards. What other things do we have? So we're going to do all those that tomorrow. Then the person taking constraints, variables, and all those things, so we're going to also work on the other ones. Then we'll move on from there. So bit by bit, we're progressing. Is there anybody have any other question? Anybody? Nope. All right. Don't worry, designs is good. I think most of you just need to sharpen your creativity. That's just it. Most of you just need to sharpen your creativity. And the person that actually asked about color, you can just go and watch the video. It's very simple actually, very simple. And I actually showed everybody the plugins that help with to work. I don't know. I wish I could give you people assignments, but let's meet tomorrow. Right? Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining in.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good
All right.
night.
All right. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. No assignment. Same.